Hey guys, welcome to the team call. We do this call, well, we've missed a couple of weeks, but normally we do this call on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. And so I appreciate you ladies jumping on live, and I appreciate those of you who are watching the recording later. Super exciting month for us. Volume was a little bit low this last week. If you're looking at your volume last week and you're like, hey, what's going on? So was basically everybody else in the network. So don't worry about that. I mean, that's just kind of one of those things. But I don't want to take up a lot of your time. And it's funny, I printed up earlier after watching that meeting. There was there's a PDF to go with the training that I watched, and I printed it up, and I was going to print it and kind of go over it, and it's 62 pages. So I was like, okay, I'm not printing 62 pages. I will just take a look at it, and I'll post the links in the page. But I do want to give a shout out and make sure that I've got this right. I know that Kelly's not on the call right now, but as you may have seen, Kelly Posner made Premier Coach already, and it's September. My expectation is that she's going to make Elite this year. That's fantastic. Carrie made Team Leader, right? Didn't I see that? Yeah, that's right. And I think, man, do I go out on a limb? I think that Kristen Carnwright also, I saw that she got Team Leader also. So that's fantastic. And, it's a great job just getting those. Yeah, what that is that's when you have other people who are building the business. That's what Team Leader is, basically. When you've got other people building the business and making Success Club, then you get Team Leader. And they give you this cool statue. Mine's up there. With it, basically you get to stack it, and so the bottom is Team Leader, and then the next is I forget, whatever, I can't read it, but anyway, and you get to stack it all the way up to where Elite would be the one on the top. But so let's see. So Team Cup, right? You guys have seen about Team Cup coming up, and so that's always really great for business. And I was trying to confirm, I'm 99% sure on this, and you guys can correct me if one of you know for sure, but somebody told me in the leadership group that if everybody makes Success Club on a Team Cup, that you get $100. Everybody gets $100. And since nobody is saying yes, I know that's right, I'm going to double check that, but that's what I heard from a pretty reliable source. And that's going to be really big. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I was thinking about is, if you're that fifth person and you're sitting there with 4 points, you're sitting there looking at those other 4 people on your team going, if I don't make this happen, not only do I not get $100, everybody else doesn't get $100. But, so for people that you've got family accounts and stuff like that, then man, that's a way. If you put yourself and I don't know if you're married to a guy named Ray, and maybe somebody else, and you want to put all of them in Success Club, then not only are you growing your family business, but everybody gets that bonus. So we'll check on that and see if I'll double check on that and see what's going on with that. But Team Cup is always a big business boost for us. So the beta launch, the BODi beta launch, is ongoing right now, right? And it was supposed to go live on the 21st. They were supposed to be like, okay, you can buy BODi now, but they've pushed that back because of some technical difficulties. So what that means basically though is they're extending the beta, if that makes sense, right? So people are still going to be able to access BODi, and basically be able to do it without spending any additional money. Some of the stuff that I want to point out, the bikes go on sale September 21st, right? Now, I think this is going to be fantastic for business. The bonus for when one of your coaches or customers buys a bike is $100. But that is paid when the bike is delivered. Okay, so you might be, when everybody buys their bikes on the 21st, you might be looking in your back office or later that week, you're going to be looking for that commission. It's not paid until the bike is delivered. And delivery, it says 1 to 3 weeks. So, take that with a grain of salt. But 1 to 3 weeks. And basically we get, until October 3rd, we get the free shipping and free white glove delivery, where they're going to come into your house and you're going to tell them where you want it, and they're going to set it up and hook it up and get it all ready for you. And then you get the $100 off too. After October 3rd, that price goes to regular price. And as they remind us over and over and over again, you might be seeing some ads. I actually just hid mine finally, because I'm like, you know what? I'm not buying a mixed bike from whoever these people are, the influencers on Instagram or whatever. But you can't get it cheaper than you're able to get it from a coach, right? So there's one of those things where some of the places you might see that it's being advertised for a cheaper price, a little bit cheaper price, but what you don't see unless you look for it is that you don't get the free shipping and you don't get the setup, right? Basically, they tack on that $200 for the shipping and the setup. So even though the regular price might be cheaper than what our sticker says, because we're getting free shipping and free setup, ours is actually the better deal. The other thing to make sure that is that it's not something that you're going to be able to buy in your back office. That's not necessarily on your Team Beachbody website. I'm going to post the link in the instructions on how to buy it, because basically you're going to go to like mixfitness.beachbody, something like that, some sort of link, right? And so you need to make sure that you and your people use the email when they ask for your email address. Use the email that Beachbody knows, right? Does that make sense? Right. So like if you've got multiple emails or somebody has multiple emails, it's actually going to say we got them to put this on there because it wasn't on there to begin with. When we were looking at in the leadership wall, when we were looking at that, we're like, hey, if we need them to use their Beachbody email on there, let's have it say that where they're supposed to put the email. And so now it does, where you're supposed to enter your email. Says please enter your email that you use for your Beachbody account, and that way the account is going, or the correct coach is going to get credit for that sale. Now if somebody slips through the cracks or whatever and orders it using the wrong email address or anything like that, you've got 30 days to make that right, to catch that and make it right. So you want to stay on top of your people, stay on top of your coaches, and reach out to all of them and make sure that everybody understands that they should have used that email. And if somebody's, one of your customers or your coaches is really excited about their mixed bike and they're posting pictures and yada, 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 you know what? I'm going to actually say something about that too. Because if it takes 3 weeks to get delivered, sorry, I'm making a mental note here to myself, right? But, yeah, that's not long enough, I don't think. But anyway, so we're going to be able to kind of go back and try and claw back that commission, as it were. One of the other changes that they're making is, so right now, right, when you buy the challenge pack, you get portion fix and 2B mindset for free. So you're still going to get those things, but to get the continuous content, they're gonna have to have a BODi membership, right? And so to get actually like the planner and the containers or the tracker, the food trackers and the containers, they're actually going to have to opt in, or not opt out of, I should say, the 30-day free trial for BODi, right? Because like when they're going through the sign up process, it's going to in the small print in the bottom, it's going to say you're signing up for a 30-day free trial of BODi. After that, you're going to be charged blank, depending on the package they picked or whatever. And if they don't want that, then they uncheck that box. If they uncheck that box, then they don't get the containers and they don't get the 2B mindset and the other stuff for moving forward. So encourage your people to just don't uncheck that box, right? And then they can change it. They can cancel the free membership afterwards if they want, or the trial membership. But this way, they get the tracker, they get the access to the nutrition plans, and they get and they get the containers as well. Let me see, what else was it that I was going to discuss? So we still have the same $20 off the total solution package. One of the things that they talked about too is we're going to stop hearing the words challenge pack, you know, as time moves on, right? They're going to be moving towards the total solution package, and they've got one, they've got a new one that's called like Glimmer and Glow, which, you know, again, in those 62 pages, I wasn't exactly, I didn't find exactly what it is, but there's basically like 3 different versions now, right? There's the performance pack, challenge pack, or total solution package. There's the Shakeology one, and then there's the other one that has something, and I think it's got what's the,
it's collagen, hydrate. Oh, and I forgot the other one. Collagen, hydrate, and energize.
right? Okay, perfect. And that's what, you know, I knew it had collagen, but I wasn't sure about those others. So, and let's see, today is the last day for 10% off of Beach Bars. It's funny, you know, everybody in my family eats those Beach Bars. The chocolate almonds, the white ones, that's our favorites. And so I actually probably should jump on and change my home direct to 3 boxes of those for this month. September 20th is when Let's Get Up, the promotion for Let's Get Up ends. And then of course at the end of this month, we have the leadership retreat, which I'm finally super excited. We're finally going to have a live event. My expectation is to see at least some of y'all at this event next year. But it's, you know, it's going to be really good. It's going to be, we always get some good announcement at these retreats too. So that's going to be really, really exciting too, to finally be able to see other people in person. So, you know, I planned on going over some stuff in more detail until I saw that thing was 62 pages. But I think the most important thing that I want to tell you, ladies, is, you know, the team cup is super important, right? And you need to be putting your teams together now, because if you don't, I'm going to go through and I'm going to bogart some of your people, maybe, who knows? But also the, you know, we really want to be kind of pushing out to our people and to our coaches that, you know, that they need to buy the bike in this specific way. You know, if I was president of BODi, you know, you'd be able to buy it in the back of Team BODi. But I think that, you know, technically, because it's from a different company, I guess, right? Like it's owned, Mix is owned by BODi, but it's still Mix, which is a different company, but it's our platform. And so there's going to be some really cool graphs and stats that I'm going to put up as far as, like, you know, how our bike is going to, it measures up against the other bikes like Peloton, and I don't even know, I guess Nordic Track maybe Nordic has a bike, whatever. But, you know, ours it's less expensive, but it, you know, I say this because I'm just parroting what corporate has told us, right? But, you know, it's less expensive, but as well or better built. And, you know, and it has a little bit smaller footprint, which that's fine as long as you can ride on it, right? Because space is going to be an issue for some people. But this is going to be a game changer for us. You know, I was around when Shakeology was launched because, and, you know, and it's funny, I was only around for like 2 months before that. But basically, Activit, which is being discontinued, that was what everybody got, right? like that was the home subscription, the home direct that everybody was on to stay active was, you know, a couple of bottles of Activit. And so when Shakeology showed up, it was a game changer. This bike and the commission from the subscription for BODi is going to be a game changer for us as well. Dave Ward did a presentation on it, and I'm gonna grab that. But basically, like if you get 64, if you just have 64 people in your downline that have a BODi membership, right? They don't, not your people, just like people in your downline. 64 people, that's like an extra $500 a month, you know? So that's pretty legit. And so when you get your team growing, you know, like, I mean, you know, you think about like Dave Ward, who's got 10, 20,000 people in his downline, that's going to be pretty nice for him. But you know, it's going to be a game-changing deal, a market disruptor, if you will, because it's less expensive than everything else. It's going to have the trainers that all of our people are already familiar with, in addition to others, right? At leadership, we have the opportunity. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do because I got to look at the itinerary, but you know, Autumn is going to be leading the bike classes, and Joel Freeman is going to be doing bike. And I mean, you know, so I think that they're making sure that the people that we know who they are going to be, you know, embedded into this as we move forward. And there's going to be new people that we meet and you know, fall in love with, so to speak, as well. But this is going to be huge. And you know, I don't want to just keep beating a dead horse and repeating myself at this point, but I do want to tell you girls, thank you for being on the call. I want to be here. Does anybody have any questions or something that I forgot that you know that everybody else that watches the recording? I am recording, right? I heard her say that. Yep. Anybody have something to add?
I don't know what the Team Cup is.
Okay. Yeah. So Team Cup is basically you get a prize. It's free, right? And 5 coaches sign up. Somebody's a captain, and then they find 4 other people and they sign up. And if everybody makes Success Club, you know, then you win like a baseline prize. And let's see, what was one of the prizes? I mean, there's, you know, it's cool stuff, right? And it's free. Like everybody should literally be on a Team Cup because it's free. But this year, you know, and so if you make Success Club 5, you know, there's this level. And if you make Success Club 10, there's this level. And then we had some girls who won the region 2 Team Cups ago, I think, and they got Fitbits and all of the other prizes. So, you know, it's definitely something that you want to be, a part of. And so, you know, you can ask in your team page or wherever to, you know, hey, I'm looking for a Team Cup team. You know, and if worse comes to worse, you can go into your back office and you know, look under FAQs for Team Cup, and they'll put you with somebody. But if you jump into the team pages and be like, hey, I want to be on a Team Cup team, I'm going to make Success Club, then you know, then you'll find a team. Do you know what Success Club is? I'm sorry but I'm just going to. You
have to do what, 5 points or 6?
5.
Well, you have to have 3 people.
So it's 5 points. 5 points. And generally everybody gets 6, right? Because when you sell a challenge pack, it's 2 points. But the way that you get 1 point is through the retention program. Or if somebody bought like 3 boxes of bars, right? If it's a combination of things on Home Direct that equals 90 points, then you get 1 point for that. But generally, you know, everybody gets their points in 2-point increments. The other thing, of course, that is worth mentioning is that you have to have 90 points of Home Direct yourself also, right? Those are the 2 qualifications for Success Club. But the cool thing about it is not only when you make Success Club, not only are you growing your business, but if you've got 2 coaches of your own and you made Success Club the month before, then for the whole following month, Beachbody gives you customers, right? And then I earn $100 a month off of people that won't answer my email, even if I tell them, hey, I'll send you a $10 Amazon gift card for answering an email. They still don't answer. But, you know, that's okay. I'll just keep taking their money. But anyway, so that's what a Team Cup is.
Thanks. And that's for October, or?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be for October.
We'll make a team, Sarah. For sure.
Plus this month, I just need one more person.
Yeah, you'll get it. And then usually they give you coupons. As soon as you sign up for Team Cup, they usually give you coupons to use during Team Cup. So that's cool too.
Right. You know what? And that's a great point to add on, right? Like if you've got family accounts, you can put them on, like, I'm not politically correct. You can put them on like knucklehead Team Cups, right? Or you can reach out to somebody else and be like, hey, I'm making a family account Team Cup team. You know, you can, let's put your family accounts on there too. Maybe, you know, that are accounts that are placeholders, although we're not supposed to use that term, but, you know, discount coaches or whatever. Because the thing is like Carrie said, you get generally it's three $10 off promo codes, right? So like if you've got a parent and a spouse that, you know, probably not going to make Success Club, but they're coaches, then you put them in a Team Cup with some others just to get their coupon codes, right? Because those are transferable. So you can use your spouse's coupon codes, promo codes. That's what they're called, promo codes. Right? Does that make sense?
Thank you.
Of course. Anything else?
We'll put Ray and Ed on a team together, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I got some family members too. If y'all
Yeah.
have some extra spots, be like, man, your people aren't going to be old, but mine would be like, dude, this 90-year-old guy's on a Team Cup. So, all right. Well, listen, I'm going to let you ladies go. I appreciate you being on the call. I'm going to post the links in Team Pan for those 62-page documents. But you know, there's some screenshots that are going to make it a little bit easier to find, like hey, this is how you buy a bike, and make sure that the right person gets credit for it or whatever.
So when you, like, say you want to sell a bike to somebody who doesn't even do Beachbody yet.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have to go and order it themselves with your email address, or I'm not going to be able to send them a share a cart like I do for.
It's a fantastic question, and they covered it in the video. And basically, what I understand right now is that the best way to do that is to send them a link for a free membership first, right? And then you can send them a share a cart. That seems weird. No, okay, not a share card. You send them that you sign them up as a free Beachbody account, a free player.
Like enroll without purchase, that
Exactly.
type of thing.
Exactly.
So, okay.
And then when they go to buy that bike in the package, when they put that email in, that email is going to be linked to you through Beachbody.
So they'll need my email address.
No. So you send it to me, right?
Oh.
But I have never had an account. So if you send me a share card for you enroll without purchase,
yeah,
I'm hooked to you, and then I go over to the Mix site and I put in, stuckmuffin@gmail.com, which is one of my many email addresses, not really, but I put in that email address, and bam, you get credit for it.
Okay.
Right, and then I'll get my Beachbody.
But then I also need to sell them Beachbody on Demand and BODi, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying is I'll have to look at the stuff again, but I think that when you're over there, you have the option, when you're buying the bike, you have the option to have it, put into a bigger package. I'm not 100% on that, and I hate to said that before I stopped the recording because now I'm thinking that might be wrong. But because now that I'm saying this and remembering what it is, I think that you're right. I think that they go over there and they get the bike, but it's not really a Beachbody site, right? And then you send them the share cart with whatever package that they want, with the BODi, and the Shakeology, whatever flavors they want, because we can't send a share cart that has the bike in it.
They need to do that.
I know. Yeah. I mean, and I'm going to go back through and and look at it again. But the other thing actually that I do want to say also is of course you're going to be able to do the payment plan through Affirm, right? So that they don't have to pay the whole thing all at once, but the commission will be paid once it's delivered, right? So we don't have to wait, we don't have to wait until they've paid the whole thing off and then we get our commission. So
Okay, cool.
that's going to be good. But that's and that's going to be one of the things to kind of get people locked in. I mean, not to try and be too salesy or whatever, but be like, they're going to have some skin in the game, I would say. If they've got a bike that they're going to be paying a monthly fee for, and for the streaming service, and to actually have the bike too, hopefully they're not going to be using it as a clothes rack, and they're actually going to be doing it, So.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks, ladies. I appreciate you all.
Thank you.
All right, bye.